Yesterday, I uploaded my first video on the new LCD-1, the newest and cheapest planar magnetic headphone from Audeze. In that video, I finished an unboxing and provided some initial commentary about my experience within the first 2 hours of having the headphones. I stated that my initial impression holding the LCD-1, listening to them, I was not blown away as a lot of other reviewers claimed to have been. Other reviewers have said many wonderful things about this headphone, which is subject to a lot of critical examination. Near the end of my unboxing video, I said that there was much to do with the LCD-1. I emphasized that my channel's testing parameters require rigorous inspection of the sound, build, and ultimately comparisons to other headphones. I ended the video by stating that I believe the LCD-1 are good headphones, but frankly, I wasn't amazed. I left open the possibility that A and B testing would change my mind, and I was eager to start the process. I received many comments wherein people emphasized they thought the LCD-1 is a ripoff or that there are much better alternatives. I did not reply if headphones were better than the LCD-1 since I had not yet conducted my tests. In the interim, one commenter decided to have a little hissy fit. Now, I rarely discuss people's whiny comments in my videos, and I have never made a video specifically about them. But I felt compelled to do that here. This commenter's statements were no more or less whiny than others I have read in the past. But because the LCD-1 are new headphones with significant hype behind them, this seems like the perfect time to bring the shenanigans to light. I want to warn you though, I expect no one to ridicule or chastise or harass the person who made the comments I'm going to share. In fact, I ask only that you consider what he says with the seriousness it deserves, and the comments really should be taken seriously, because the comments show a serious lack of common sense and self-awareness. It is important for us to examine any foolish comments about the LCD-1 because if you are thinking of buying these headphones, you should know the types of audio foolish advice you'll get, and then you'll have to judge whether such advice makes sense to you. I will first read to you in entirety what the comment says. The commenter, whom we shall refer to as Mac and Cheese, says, quote, "They fold up and fit in the case. Who cares if they don't fold like others? It's a non-issue. Plastic versus metal, so what? Bass distorts at high volume? Are you joking? What nonsense. What idiot does that? Any serious musician using these for mixing mastering will also use SonarWorks or Reveal to flatten the frequency response. Bob Katz is a legendary mastering engineer. He has been testing them and gives them a full thumbs up. That's worth gold compared to your whiny non-review." Oh boy. Here's my view about comments. You're all free to comment whatever you want, but once you start acting like a fool, calling others idiot, or denigrate people's concerns, you've invited criticism. That is how life works. There are repercussions to your actions. Mr. Mac and Cheese feels that the folding and plastic design are non-issues, that no one should care. And what idiot would listen to these headphones at high volume? You've got to be some next-level moron to turn up the volume when you've been listening to a pair of headphones.
It's one of our lowest impedance headphones, actually. 13.5 ohms is the official impedance measurement.
Wow, so I can totally fry my ears with these.
Yeah, you can.
Well, Mac and Cheese, here's the thing. You don't get to decide what other people find relevant. And you don't get to disregard issues just because you don't like them. The folding design and plastic build are issues because you've paid $400 for the LCD-1. And when I say you've paid, I don't mean Mac and Cheese because I know Mac and Cheese hasn't purchased one of these yet. Audeze says that the headphones are perfect for travel, that professionals and audiophiles will finally have a portable planar magnetic headphone. So you mean that professionals will want a headphone that is durable, because it costs a ton of money, and because it should be robust for $400. I'm not saying that the LCD-1 is cheaply made, that the plastic is reminiscent of a child's headphone you found in an aisle at Target, but the damn headphones are plastic. You deserve to know whether a pair of headphones you are thinking of buying at $400 will fit into your lifestyle, whether you shove headphones into your backpack during your commute, or put them in your carry-on luggage, or simply have a tendency to drop them. Moreover, if the whole idea is portability, then shouldn't the headphone be, portable? The folding design does not decrease the total volume of the headphone by a whole lot. I mean, it gets smaller, but marginally. Because none of these so-called reviewers have discussed this, I figured it might be a fact of some relevance to someone. And by someone, I mean everyone who isn't Mac and Cheese. Mac and Cheese says that a serious professional will have SonarWorks or other software to correct the less than neutral sound signature of the LCD-1. But that's an additional $100 to $300 expenditure to get a reference and flat and neutral sound signature that Audeze promised out of the box. Then there is the coup de grace. Mac and Cheese says that Bob Katz of Inner Fidelity gave the headphones 2 thumbs up, and his opinion is worth gold. I can't say I agree, since I don't know what the hell Bob's opinion actually is. You see, I searched for Bob Katz's opinion on the LCD-1 on Google, and I couldn't find it. I didn't see any review he had uploaded on Inner Fidelity. I don't see a blog from him. I didn't read anywhere that he had actually conducted a test. But I did find a short video of Bob, posted on Audeze's official YouTube page. And that brought a huge smile to my face. Do you want to know why? Because I knew where this was going. Before I clicked play on the video, I had a strong suspicion how Bob got his little hands on the LCD-1. And I think from the tone of my voice, you probably guessed it too. Audeze sent Bob the LCD-1s, and Bob was kind enough to be at AES 2019 where Audeze had their booth. In a 33-second video, that's right, not even a full minute, Bob said the following.
We're here at the AES show. I don't know if you know it, Chris, but Audeze sent me a pair of LCD-1s, these, a couple of weeks ago, and they blew my mind. I think that I've been waiting for a pair of planers in this price range, and I think a lot of people have. So this is like a real first, I think. I don't think Audeze would have sent me anything unless it was a candidate for my ears. And I'm really pleased.
Awesome. All right, Bob.
Audeze sent him a pair of LCD-1s. The headphones blew his mind. Bob didn't think Audeze would ever send Bob anything unless it was a candidate for his ears. So, Mac and Cheese, let me get this straight. Your whole argument why Bob Katz's glowing review, is that the word we're using, of the LCD-1 is superior is because he said the headphones, sent to him for free, blew his damn mind, a technical term, I'm sure. Bob also revealed his inherent bias that Audeze would only send him the best, and lo and behold, Bob was blown away. What a load of crock. Look, the issue really isn't Mac and Cheese and his self-absorbed comment. It really has little to do with him. Instead, the problem is with the hype. Some people think they win arguments by throwing around big names. Bob Katz, Metal 571, Joshua Velour, Zeos, and whoever else is stumbling to get into this writhing pile of raving fanatics. Well, evangelists will say, Bob Katz said that the headphones are amazing and I believe him, so go fuck yourself. Be wary of such melodramatic commentary. People like Mac and Cheese don't bring anything relevant to the table for discussion. Instead, they bring nothing but bias and self-importance. These people don't have the gear in question, have never held it in their hands, have never heard it in person, and yet they feel entitled to voice an opinion they further feel should be given weight. There are some people who simply have a psychosis. It's called self-indulgence. There are a group set of people who desperately want to buy something. They live for the hype. They love it. It gets them up in the morning, it keeps them going, and the more they hear good things about the product, the more empowered they feel to buy it. When all of a sudden they run into a contrary view, they freak out. The biggest problem with people with this psychosis is that they fear being wrong. They fear if they allow negative information to propagate, it will somehow deprive them of their self-indulgent purchase. What's so self-indulgent about it? Well, I think these people just want to be in a club. They want to say, I have an Audeze headphone just like Bob Katz. They want to convince themselves there is meaning from comparing yourself to somebody else. Newsflash, there isn't. When you run into such people, are forced to read their comments, remember, these people are full of hot air. They lack common sense. They're not speaking out of experience, they've just allowed themselves to be tools of the trade. They're mouthpieces of the hype machine. They're willing to participate in disseminating false narratives. As I said, their comments should be taken seriously, as a joke. True audiophiles don't buy the next thing because it's wrapped in shiny plastic and has an A stenciled on the ear cup. They don't jump on the hype train to Bullshitville. True audiophiles are serious about their hobby. Love, hate, or meh, your experience with the LCD-1 is totally yours. You have every right to love your headphones even when others do not. You have every right to hate them when everyone else loves them. You have a right to tell tools of the hype machine to shut the hell up.